Hi. I have to do something like that at the beginning so you're not just looking at silence and then immediately go to something else. I need you to watch for a few seconds before you decide to go to something else. All right, go, go, go. All right, for those of you who remain behind, hi, I'm that topping dude. Hi. This is That Topping Dude Plays the American Film Institute's daily movie guessing game. Get the picture. And the date is June 25th, 2026. And it's game number 1544, 1544, 1540, 1544. It's the 1544th game. I play this game every day. Can you tell? Well, I do. And you can play too. All you have to do is go to AFI.com, play, and then you're gonna say, like if I go and then like, why should I come back and watch that topping dude play? Why? I don't know. Ask Jaden or John Adkins why they do. They're getting something out of it. Maybe you can too. Ask the anonymous player. He never watches. He never watches. Wait, I don't want you to emulate that. Um, but he plays. He doesn't watch this. He just plays. It's an option. You don't have to watch me. It's not mandatory to watch me after playing. I can't think of any way to make that possible, to make it mandatory. So yeah, it's not mandatory. Anyway, you can like, follow, subscribe, blah, 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 comment, blah, 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 blah. You can also blah, blah, blah. Now, we check in every morning with our three friends, the anonymous player, Jaden, and John Atkins. Not in that order, though. Okay. And I think they've all written in. And John Atkins says, oh, wait. That's the wrong text. That's not the one you want me to read out to you. It looks like he didn't. Oh, he said, my reaction to this picture was, are you kidding me? No way, Jose. Good luck. I didn't, it's the first time he's called me Jose. I kept telling him, my name is Jose, and this is the first time he finally got it. Thanks. Okay, let's see what the anonymous player. Well, see, I had to nudge him. I said, "Anonymous answers in, please." See, like that, like you, like some of you players, you have to be nudged to play. He said, "I'm sorry, sorry that he hadn't played yet. I totally forgot." Wow, this is a most verbose season. Well, it's among the top five most verbose responses. I didn't get the picture. all that all that verbiage and he didn't get the picture. Jeez. Okay. Sorry, the anonymous player. And John Atkins didn't even try. And Jaden said, I got today's picture. I knew it, but I didn't remember its name until I saw the options. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, great. So Jaden's got it. Anonymous player, no. John Atkins didn't even try. So pretty much a 50-50 chance that I'll get it based on that criteria, that information. Oh, let's go in. I forgot, like, what's next? I'll play the game's next. There's no more bullshitting. Okay, let's go in and play. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Did you play this yesterday? Were you here yesterday? Do you know this is fucking Ocean's 11? The George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon vehicle. Oh, quite literally a vehicle here. Shish and Talba. Okay, let's look at today's picture. Here, we're just going to take a peek. Oh, this is the Florida Project. The Florida Project, 100%. Don't need a lifeline. Love this movie. I love this movie. Okay, it's the Florida Project. Here is the game. Only the first guess counts, the one that matters. But it doesn't matter because I know the answer. It's the Florida Project. This is a movie about these kids who live in it's essentially a hotel, but it's converted into these projects for you know, for people living in poverty who can't afford, regular apartments, and so they live in these, and they're really hotels converted into apartment complexes, and they really do feel like that halfway thing. They're not really places to live. They're more like hotels, but they're not hotels. They're places where people live. And this it focuses on these three kids who live in there, and how what their life is like and playing around. And it's really, really good. It's is this Sean Baker? I think it's Sean Baker, the same guy who did Honora, which won the Academy Award uh, uh yeah, last year or the year before. Um okay, let's see. Barbie. Well, it's not quite pink enough to be Barbie. That's Willem Dafoe, by the way. He's the only well-known actor in the film. Um, the little girl, the main little girl, her name is Brooklyn something. I think she went on to do other stuff because she was so good in this. The Florida Project, there's the answer. Lady Bird, that's a Greta Gerwig film. It's been the answer a couple of times, including recently. Little Miss Sunshine, that is the who I can't remember who directed that, but it has oh gosh, I can't Tony Collette and Steve uh what is that comedian's name? Steve, my God, he's in The Office. He was the 40-year-old virgin. Steve Carell. Um, it was an early, um, it was early on in Steve. Yeah, it was shortly after the 40-year-old virgin. And so it was part of his climb to success. Slums of Beverly Hills. I have seen all of these movies, and I would say Slums of Beverly Hills is the least good one. Did I even like it? That's a Paul Mazursky film. Oh, wait. There's Slums of Beverly Hills and there's Down and Out in Beverly Hills. I've seen both of them, but I kind of get them mixed up. One of them is a Paul Mazursky film, and one of them is a Paul Bartel film. I can't remember which is which. All right. But anyway, this is the Florida Project. 100. I'm not even going to cover the screen because I know I'm right. Um, I'm on it. Okay, so I'm at a 2-day streak over there, which means I'll be on a 2-day streak because now I don't know why I had to restart the second cha I'm not sure why. It's weird things going on. Okay, but anyway, get out of here, you. The Florida Project. Really, really good movie. Really, really good. Okay, and let's see. Oh shit, I forgot to do okay. 59.4% correctly identified or guessed the Florida Project. 10.3% guessed Berbe. 9% guessed Leitle Mais Sunsin. 8.3% guessed Slums of Beverly Hills. 2.9% guessed Ladebeard. Okay, now let's see what they said about a small film that peers intimately into the inner lives of those living in the center of the Magic Kingdom. Oh yes, because Disneyland is Disneyland is nearby. I think they can even see it from where they live. And so they're in Orlando, Florida, and or excuse Disney World is nearby. Disneyland is in California. Disney World in Orlando, Florida is nearby. And I believe that Walt Disney himself referred to Disney World when it was being constructed as the Florida Project. And that kind of ties into this. They're living in poverty. You can see Disneyland, this magical kingdom off in the distance. It's out of their reach. But so this is their Florida Project. Okay, the Florida Project was recognized in the year of its release with the 2017 AFI Award, naming it among the most outstanding achievements of the year. What the hell? Why do they use this definite article? That's not like them. They usually say of year. Things are getting weird over at AFI. Okay. It's such a rationale. Let me just remind you, it's not a rationale. The Florida Project knocks on the door of those living in the shadow of happily ever after. Sean Baker, it is Sean Baker. It is the guy who did Honora. Sean Baker's roving lens not only invites us in, but celebrates the hyper-colorful humanity between the high-stakes struggles of adults and the untethered innocence of childhood. Brooklyn Prince. I told you her name was Brooklyn. I wanted to say Prince, and I thought I was wrong, so I didn't even say it out loud. I said, no, it can't be Brooklyn Prince. But I was wrong. It is Brooklyn Prince. Brooklyn Prince channels Hal Roach's Little Rascals. What? Okay. In a performance for the ages, and Willem Dafoe demands to be heard as the beleaguered motel manager whose purple palace stands as a monument to dreams deferred and an America ignored. All right, so we talked about it as we were going along, so we don't need to talk about it at the end. We're out of time, but I really, really like this film a lot. I've seen it twice and hope to see it again. And Sean Baker's made three films. I mean, he's made a lot of films. I've seen three of his films, and Honora and The Florida Project. I love those movies. And he made another one called Tangerine, which is about um, transsexual hustlers in West Hollywood. And it was famous for being the first film that was shot entirely on an iPhone. And but I don't like that movie. I kind of wonder maybe I should see it again, but I don't want to. I don't want to see it. I just did not like. And that was the first one of his that I saw, and I disliked it so much that it was really a surprise how much I liked the Florida Project and Honora. But I did, so I guess maybe I should give Tangerine a second chance. I don't want to. I didn't like it. Oh, just thinking about it, I don't want to see that. Maybe I should. I don't want to though. That's my struggle. See you later. Bye.